GM everyone, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto. Today we'll be looking at how traditional money and the exciting world of digital currencies are coming together through companies like Banksa, who are making it easier for everyone to get involved into cryptocurrencies. This episode is brought to you by Bitget, where you can hear from founders, builders, investors, and traders as we discuss all things crypto in just 5 minutes. Let's get started with today's episode. I'm your host James, and I'm thrilled to welcome Holger, CEO of Banxa. Banksa is an internationally acclaimed payment service provider, facilitating the bridge between traditional finance and the crypto world. Welcome to the show, Holger.
Thanks very much, Jess. Thanks for having me.
Holger, it's exciting to see Banksa playing a pivotal role in the crypto ecosystem. Could you start by giving us an overview of Banksa, what it is, and its role in the cryptocurrency space?
Yeah, absolutely. So Banksa has been around for 10 years, so we're really crypto veterans. And what we do is we convert fiat currency to cryptocurrency because everyone's journey really starts with the money they have in fiat in their bank account, Australian dollars, US dollars, or euros. And we convert that for those users into cryptocurrency, any asset you can really imagine, and send it straight to their wallet into any exchange or wallet that we're integrated with. And today we have over 300 partners.
Thank you, Holger. And with Banksa facilitating the on-ramping of a range of fiat to cryptocurrencies like USDT, BTC, ETH, and others on Bitget, could you discuss the significance of these services in connecting traditional finance with the crypto world and how Banksa ensures a secure user experience?
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe crypto is still a black box for many people, and we really need to improve the user experience. I think that's one of the major blocks to mainstream adoption. And we're all about removing that friction. We want to get it to a Web2 checkout experience. That's really our goal. And we all know eventually what we're going to get there. It's just how long is it going to take? So we are offering the local payment methods, obviously global payment methods like credit cards and Apple Pay and so on as well. But we have local payments that people trust, which they know from other e-commerce transactions. And I think that's a really, really good factor to help with the user experience. And then how do we ensure a secure user experience? I think that's really important. We're a public company. We're getting audited. We make sure that we're ticking the boxes for the user. We're always doing the right thing. And a transaction is really short and quick. You basically just convert your fiat to crypto just like you would do an FX transaction. So we never store your assets. We send it to you right away. And I believe that is making us a very trusted counterparty.
Thank you. And in such a competitive market, what sets Banksa apart from its competitors, and how does the company plan to maintain its competitive edge?
Yeah, that's a really good question because it's a race. Obviously, there's a lot happening. But what we do is we build infrastructure. We really build plumbing of this industry. Like I said earlier, we've done that for 10 years. We have licenses in many, many countries. In the US, we have money transmitter licenses. In Europe, we're getting the MiCA licenses. And that enables us to get local payment gateways that people know and again use for e-commerce transactions. And I think that is something that sets us apart because a local payment method always has a better conversion, has a better user experience, has a better conversion. So credit cards in this industry are still, unfortunately, not performing too well, and they have very low approval rates. If you have a local payment, that really sets you apart to the competition. And we just continue to go into more markets, offer more local payments. So we have a really localized experience. We also launched an Apple one-click checkout last year with MetaMask, which was very successful. So all this just helps with conversion, but also user experience with the payments and the checkout experience that we know from Web2.
Well said. And with increasing concerns around security and compliance in the crypto industry, how does Banksa prioritize these aspects and ensure the safety of users' assets and personal information?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a lot that happened in crypto, obviously. There are hacks, there is just theft. And what is important for us is that we never store user assets. So we always send it, as I mentioned before, it's a transaction in the moment within mostly under 1 hour, usually even in 5 minutes. This transaction is finalized. I think that is really, really important. So we don't hold any large amount of crypto. That helps with the user experience, obviously, but also the security. The other thing, again, is we've been in this game for 10 years. We're a public company. We're listed in Canada and in Germany as well. And as such, we're being audited for the last 5 years. So we're really advocates for transparency, for regulation, and really doing the right thing to our users. And we've done that in the past and will continue to do that in the future.
Great, ticking all the right boxes there. And finally, a hot topic. I wanted to get your perspective on the approval of Bitcoin ETFs. How do you see this development impacting the cryptocurrency market and investment trends, and what implications might it have for Banksa?
Yeah, really interesting question. That's a hot topic this year, and there's been a long lead up. For us, it really helps with user experience again, because people know how to buy shares on stock exchanges, and people want exposure to this asset class, and the ETFs just help with that. So it's a step in the right direction. But from a regulatory point of view, I think it's providing even more trust for the users. Now, this has just legitimized the whole space. And for Banksa, that just helps with the global sentiment about this industry, this asset class. And again, we're part of this whole movement to much more transparency, much more trust. Regulation is part of this. User experience is super important. And the ETFs, this was a big move by the regulators. But if you ask me, it's been way too late. Should have happened earlier. But it's okay. We have it. And I think that's really a milestone for the entire industry. And I look forward what other things are going to come, especially in terms of regulation. We're going to see more, hopefully not over-regulation. Europe has made a great step with MiCA. So we're very excited about all this coming together finally.
Holger, your insights into Banksa and its significant role in the world of crypto and blockchain have been incredibly enlightening. Thank you for sharing your experience and vision for the future of Banksa.
Thank you.
To our listeners, we hope this conversation has offered you a valuable perspective on how Banksa is bridging the traditional finance and crypto world. And if you found this episode informative, please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up wherever you're listening. And for those interested in the practical side of crypto, remember you can utilize Banksa's services for seamless transactions on Bitget. Don't forget to check out the episode description for links to Banksa's social media profiles. Do join us next time for 5 Minute Crypto for more enlightening discussions in the crypto and blockchain space. Until then, hodl on.